What's up guys, Noah from Stage 3 Motorsports, and today I'm going to be bringing you a review on Baja Design's LP6 off-road lights. So those of you who are already pretty ingrained in the off-road world have probably heard the name Baja Designs and have maybe even used their equipment in the past. And recently they came out with their LP9, which is a slightly larger round light than this that really kind of made waves and people really liked it. So they followed up by making a slightly smaller one, which is the LP6s that you see here, that has a lot of the same power and versatility that the LP9s did, and just a little bit more of a compact package, and is a little bit more affordable and friendly to people that need a smaller light. Baja Designs also offers these in both a clear or an amber version with a yellow lens. So what we have here is clear, and then you can see it also has the amber backlighting, which you'll get on either version, but the ones with the actual amber lenses are going to be a little bit better in dusty and foggy conditions, whereas the clear is typically a little bit brighter and has a little bit more output to it. Another neat feature to note about these LP6 lights is that they do have the ability to run both a high and a low beam, so you can actually dial it back a little bit if you need less lighting or you have people in front of you and you don't want to blow out their mirrors when you're driving off-road or on a trail run, and then you can also kick it up to high beam to get that full power output. Each individual LP6 is capable of cranking out 10,300 lumens, which is an incredible amount of light, and so no matter what beam pattern you have, you're still going to get a lot of beam intensity and a really good fill on the trail. As for build quality, Baja Designs is known for making an extremely durable light, and these LP6s are designed with an aluminum housing that's anodized black, and they also use a hard-coated polycarbonate lens. This sets them up to be prepared for any sort of off-road use, whether it be blasting through the desert and taking hits from dirt and rocks and sand, or whether you're using it in kind of humid and wet conditions, or you're going to be splashing through mud and things like that. They are designed to hold up no matter what the terrain may bring. So now, with all the specs and details out of the way, that's all the things that make up the LP6, but let's talk about what it actually performs like on our vehicle. We have them mounted here obviously as sort of a pillar light on the front of our 2013 Raptor, and this is a little bit of an unusual way to use them on a pickup truck, but you'll see this kind of use pretty commonly in the Jeep world or with some other off-road rigs like UTVs and things like that. Now, I can say right off the bat that we've been really impressed with the amount of light that these things crank out, and especially with having them mounted a little higher up by the window there's a really good amount of range that they're able to get out in front of the vehicle, and we actually angled them out just slightly so we get a really wide arc of light all around the front of the truck, and it actually catches the sides of the trails and can kind of catch in the trees and things as we're cruising along, which makes it really nice when you're actually carrying a little bit of speed off-road. We have mostly just ran ours on the high beam function, so really we've been using the maximum light output possible, but I've had experience running high and low beams on some of Baja's other lights, and it is nice to have the ability to dial it back when you need it. I'd say for most people though, the high beam is going to be what you focus on when you're cruising through the desert or through the woods at night. Now, with just two of these lights, I'd say that this is probably plenty of forward lighting for most people's applications on their vehicle, and you could maybe throw in a smaller light bar like a 20-inch or something like that if you wanted to get a larger spot out in front of the vehicle or try and get some more distance. But for most people, I think two LP6s is going to do a lot to really enhance their lighting off-road and give you what you need to actually drive a little bit quicker and just see what's around you on the trail and avoid obstacles. I do also like that these lights feature that amber backlighting that we have turned on here. While it doesn't really put out enough light to serve an actual purpose for visibility, it is a really neat look, especially on a Raptor where there's lots of other little amber accents, and I think it just adds something to the quality of the light. Now, in terms of durability and off-road use, we've had zero issues with these lights in both really cold conditions, really hot conditions, as well as just being in mud and dirt in general and driving through rain and things like that. There's never been any issues with lenses fogging up or any sort of lights going out or having failures with the wiring, so we've really had plenty of good experience there. With all the good things I've said about these lights, there is a few little drawbacks, and I'd say one of them, especially being mounted up high like this, is that they do create quite a bit of wind noise. I think a lot of that's attributed to the design in the case and the heat sinks on the back, but especially being up by the window like this, you do hear them when you're driving down the road and there's a lot of wind turbulence that comes off them, so depending how you use the light, that's something to consider. On top of that, another drawback is that these lights, when you purchase them, don't actually include a wiring harness. So Baja Designs does sell a separate harness that's designed to run two LP6s and gives you the full functionality of high and low beam and the backlighting, and all that's great, but you do have to buy that separately on top of the lights, which can still make it a fairly expensive package, even though these are more affordable than the LP9s that are a little bit bigger. So overall, we're extremely happy with the LP6s. I think that these are a really nice option, especially compared to a lot of the just square light bars that are on the market right now. It's something that mixes it up, has a good style, and has really good functionality. So this would be a kit that I'd recommend to most folks that are looking for improved light output off-road. Now, if you're interested in picking up some LP6s for your vehicle, we'll have links down in the description that you can check out. Those will shoot you over to our website. And then while you're down there, also make sure you hit subscribe so you don't miss any of our other videos that we're cranking out with installs, reviews, and overviews and things like that. And I will see you guys next time.